Hello, welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Universalis IV, Georgia on my mind, where I'm playing as Morocco and attempting to conquer and own all three Georgias on the map. The one in Georgia, the country, the one in Georgia, the state, and Georgia, the island. Last we left off, I had just gotten out of a war with Castile and Portugal. Thankfully, one that I won due to the ineptitude of the AI. And I've now dealt with the ramifications of taking a certain option on one of the little scrolls that pops up, and I have a bunch of rebels in my territory. Am I going to be eating... Okay, so only from Garb would I be eating a river penalty. So we're going to head up here. Thankfully, rebels do not regenerate nearly as quickly as your troops do. So I think as long as I wait for a couple more ticks, we're eating a lot of manpower from this, but I don't really have any good wars for the foreseeable future. I'm kind of just going to be in sit around and do nothing mode for a little bit. Once I crush these rebels, I will be able to put my maintenance down to nothing again. I can go right in here. Looks like our ships are finishing. Hooray! And this fight should go much better. Or not. Are we going to roll well? We are going to roll well. Okay. So, hey, we at least got, two whole army tradition. It's not bad. Did lose a bunch of troops, but at this point, it's not really that big of a deal. Going to let my troops reinforce, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop up all the way back to the previous maintenance being low. Still don't need these ships. They can stay mothballed. Oh, another event. Gain 50. I need admin power. I will gladly take some inflation. I still have the inflation reducing guy, so I'm quite okay with that. Did build some of those. I still have one ship being built. Even though I just built these galleys, I'm just going to immediately mothball them to save a little bit of money. I've never really played a playthrough where I had to take loans before, so it's a little interesting to me. Trading in sugar happened. Okay. Okay, you can't merge stuff when it's being mothballed. Can I just, can I jank this here? Let's just see here. Unmothball, merge them, send them back there. Also, am I the only one who feels like it's kind of a... It's not really a... Mothballing doesn't seem like a verb. Am I crazy? It just seems weird to treat it as a verb. I don't know why. Alright, that was the last core. So from here on out, we're going pure tech. Alright. So how does... Okay, so I guess if I privateer, I become... I did do a little bit of reading, and I believe the way it works is that I essentially just collect from trade at a place that I normally couldn't. That's what privateering does. It's got a bonus over redirecting, but the problem is that your enemies will have a CB on you. Like anybody in that trade node that you're collecting from essentially will have a CB from you. Did I make... I thought I made 6 barks. I guess not. Which is fine. Whatever. I believe that's the way it works. I don't know that I want to do that right now. It's the same CB as when you're... Wow, totally just lost the word. It's this. I'm actually looking it up. It's this thing. Embargo. I believe it's the same CB as when you're embargoing, which doesn't really happen very often. Like, I've never really had anybody declare war on me for threatening their trade. But I'd also rather continue that streak of not having anybody do it if I can't help it. These guys are... I don't remember which one they're patrolling. So we're going to send those guys there. We're going to send these guys here. Good enough. Alright, our troops have not completely refilled yet. Wow, we really ate a lot of damage there. I need more cavalry, actually. I didn't realize my cavalry numbers were that low. Cavalry. No unrest, thankfully. So yeah, let's just roll with low army maintenance. They'll get repaired fast enough, and I do need to pay off a loan, so we'll knock that out. We do have some free diplomats. Is there any way to salvage these? I believe I'm rivaled to both of them, so I don't think that's really going to happen. Burgundy and Papal State. Can I be cool with you? Not really. And how's our rep doing over here? They would still accept vassalization. Need to have 190. It's going to be a while for that. The neighboring heretic religion is going to really hurt me. Supports dissidents. That needs to go away. All the rest of those modifiers are going to be dropping as well, so... does this actually... Is this a benefit? I don't know how this works. Let's try it out. Let's find out if that's a benefit. It does. So taking their trade... I must be missing something about why that is something that they would like. That seems weird. Like, hey, can I have some of your money? And they're like, heck yeah, bro, you can have all my money. And they're like, and I'll like you. Pretty sure that doesn't normally work that way. Already improved a bunch with them. How's our rep with England? Non-existent. Let's change that. Start improving Scotland. I mean, there's no reason to have these merchants sitting around doing nothing. Oh, these guys have gone aggressive, actually. Or defensive. Wait, I'm guaranteeing their independence, so is this a war of aggression on his part? Isn't there a way to tell somehow? Ah, Tunisian conquest of Gadems. Ah, so they got called in here. Ah, that's kind of disappointing, actually, because there's a good chance that he could end up getting wrecked, and I will be without my potential vassal. So the land that I essentially conquered will not be mine. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Wish I could figure out how to get Tunisia to drop their alliance with the Ottomans, or figure out a way to attack them without the Ottomans coming in as a defender. Because right now they will. Well, the Ottomans do seem to be at war. To that end, actually, I'm going to start fabricating claims. Just to make sure, if the time comes. I hate that when the perfect opportunity strikes and you say, okay, we could go to war right now, and they have, you know, no claims. Oh, they already peaced out. That's good. Yeah, they already peaced out. Wow. I guess that's really all they wanted. It really was a war for that province. Jared still lives. They live. Alright, what do I need to be able to repay this loan? 101, so 114 ducats. Oh, we're just gonna have to get there. I do still want to keep my advisors. I would rather just deal with the debt. It's not really that crucial. It's not gonna really kill me. And I do like having the oh, okay, Ottomans are going aggressive again. Karaman, that's one of their other cores, I believe. It's, yep, those guys. So they're just retaking their cores. It seems slow to me. It could just be that most players are more aggressive, but their reconquest seems slow. And I'm pretty sure Bosnia took some... Actually, yeah, we can even see that they have at least claims on those provinces. Okay, so we could jump up to Tech 4, finally, for Diplo. Gives access to Marketplace and a little bit extra trade range. Not overly concerned about that. I doubt that I'll get to a 10% discount, so I mean, I might as well take it, but not really overly worried about it. Portugal, have you hit Tech 5 yet? Nope. Alliance offer from Togurt. Not all that interested, bro. You're just a little too tiny. I would likely... Well, I guess it may be a way to get into a defensive war against... is that really Tatooine? Tatooine. Wow. I guess it would be a way to get me into war with Tunis. That would be an in. For sure. And actually, that's their only ally now is the Ottomans. However, you guys are at truce for quite some time, and I'd rather wait on that. I may pick up an alliance later, but... Yeah, 7 years of truce. know if I want to sit through that. I do have loans. I don't know why it has to remind me. Okay, so we got our first claim fabrication done. That's good. We're just going to keep fabricating as soon as that guy gets back. If you're not familiar, in order to actually attack somebody else, you have to have a claim against them. It's some sort of just, you know, you show your people, you get on TV, because TV definitely existed in 1458, and you show them a paper that says, hey, according to this documents, these guys are jerks and we should take their land. You don't have a claim, you're going to have some serious problems. You eat a bunch of negative, you know, you lose stability and some other things. Hey, I'll take a little bit of manpower. It's not good. It's not good at all. The other advantage is that when you go to make your conquered land into cores, having a claim reduces the cost of coring it by like 10% or so. It's not a huge boost, but considering how much of a premium there is for admin power, it proves to be quite useful. I would really like for my leader to just die off in the next couple of years. Having a 0 admin skill is just not doing it for me. It's really killing me for the early potential expansion. Actually, how's what's their leader like? 322. Okay, so it's not phenomenal. I'd be really surprised if he didn't take a colonization early. Just need to watch. This province right here is going to be a pretty big part of how my early successes go. For all of that. Book burning. Now, as a person, I'm pretty opposed to book burning. As a gamer, if it gives me bonuses, I'm okay with that. Why are we not? Are we improving? We're not improving with Austria. I thought we had done that. They must have gotten some negative opinion of us. Oh, that's right. I think I needed to bribe them slightly in order to do it. But yeah, we're just gonna keep our piety at max for now. When our leader dies, we might go negative piety, but. Oh yeah, okay. So that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna bribe my way to the top either. So we're just gonna. Throw that mission out the door. Or the window, whichever one's closer. Another recon quest. Not surprising. These little miners are just going to die. AQ seems to have died off. I wonder what happened with that. I suppose there's not really any reason to avoid improving with Mamluks for now. I mean, yes, I will likely eventually attack them, but I might as well at least appease them slightly for now. You never know when it's a good idea to have positive relation with somebody. I do need to be continually, or at least somewhat continually, checking Tunis, probably after each fabrication, whether or not it's safe to go to war with them. I should be able to pay my loan off now. There we go. Pay off the remaining interest. That is not bad. Back in and making some ducats. I haven't got caught yet either. I'm okay with that. No problems there. How's our rep doing? That neighboring heretic is just gonna hurts. It's gonna be really hard to get those guys up. Is there anything else I can do? I mean, they would accept offer vassalization, but there's not really much I can do. I think offering military access will improve my relations slightly with them. I mean, at this point, it's free land. If I can get them, I can annex them. I can use them as an ally at first, or a vassal at first, and then eventually annex them. Okay, so that, I believe, will boost slightly. Yeah, 10. Okay, Ottomans will still come in. Not surprising in the slightest. So we'll just go back to fabricating. I should actually be embargoing them. I'm really bad about that. Can't embargo these guys because we're at truce, but I can embargo these guys. They are my rival. I believe so. Yes. So I will embargo them. This will upset them. Oh no. They will send me a strongly worded letter. Hopefully not laced with anything dangerous. Army force limit's gone up a little bit. Sure. Do need more cavalry. I don't like my 16-to-4 ratio is not good. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So, yeah, actually being the Muslim group, I can actually have 80% cavalry. I did not know that. That is much better. So I should actually have a lot more cavalry than I do. That also makes my one of the Berber ideas even stronger. I believe it was, yeah, cavalry combat ability 10%. Increase control of the spice. Manpower needs to recover. Accumulate money. 179 ducats. That's quite a few. I'm going to go for that one. Let the manpower recover. Okay, truces are done, and they immediately go to embargo me, which makes sense, and they're going to get it right back. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Morocco gets Moorish influx until, so 25 years. Cheaper tech, cheaper idea cost. I get base tax. It costs me some diplo power and admin power. I get prestige. Morocco's opinion of Castile changed by -10. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, Granada has fallen to the infidels. Yes, they have. The last jewel of Al-Andalus. A beacon of learning is now in Castilian hands as the Islamic world reels from this lost. Moorish refugees flock to the Muslim cities and courts of North Africa and the Middle East, bringing with them knowledge, works by exceptional scholars like Abu al-Walid ibn Rushd, and so on. I would love to bring them to Morocco. I don't really care about Castile. So, yes, please, cheaper techs. That is good. That is more than acceptable. Ottomans will still show up. Iberian Wedding still is not fired yet. I'm not overly familiar as to exactly when that normally fires, but I was fairly certain it was a lot sooner than later. Coming up on our Diplo cap. Do I actually get, let's see here, being ahead, which I'm not ahead of time, of course. Trade range doesn't actually increase our trade effectiveness. I believe it just increases the range to which we can send merchants. Though I could be wrong. I'm just going to grab it before I accidentally max it out. I do indeed have claims on stuff. Speaking of, we still haven't gotten caught yet, so I see no reason not to continue fabricating until we have a claim on each of those that we can. We can claim this one, and we can claim these three because they're along the same coast. These are technically adjacent. Another thing I always forget to do is to have these guys go home at war. Makes them a lot safer. Any chance of getting an Aragonian? They just do not like us. Alliance, yeah, still nothing. Nothing at all. Am I not royal married to them? Mzab government forms. Ah, right. They are not monarchy. What are they? Well, they have a duchy rank. Ah, there we go. Ah, theocracy. Awesome government type. I'm just going to grab this now, too, before I forget. I very highly doubt it'll go to minus 10%. Bam. Military Tech 4 and 5 are actually quite powerful. They're very good. I would actually accelerate to 5x, but there's I really can't. I could always just try to conquer these guys. They are my only... I don't know. Problem with conquering is then it costs admin power, and it's just a big... Bleh. I'm going to do the Diplo route so I can save that. Anyway, I'm out of time for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for some more Morocco. Georgia on my mind.